Match reaction, Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. Your reaction to that game?
Well-deserved defeat. I thought to myself, in the first half, they battled well, but in the second half, plus all the mistakes, what was gone on, there was no fight there. Devoid of ideas in the second half, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, ideas. It was clear from the minute one. Brighton's idea was to get balls in behind our wing-backs into that space there, and they continue to do that from minute one all the way till the end, and we just couldn't deal with it.
Well, if you look at minute one, it was a joke. Right behind Mazraoui, caught out. They scored the goal. Just a joke, to be honest with you. I mean, Mazraoui was caught out for the goal. They've had a chance in the first minute. How often has that happened? I just don't understand how it can keep happening.
Like you said before, though, I actually thought after going 1-0 down such early on, I thought the response was good, though, from the actual United team, and we ended up getting a penalty, and it seemed like we could still go on and actually get that second goal.
No, that was the difference with the first half and second half. Once we went down, we did respond. We got in the midfield, we got at them, we tried to stop them. Very good Brighton side. We did say it before the game. This is a very good Brighton side who will play football, will keep coming at you. And that's what they did. But United stepped it up. They fought, they run, they got stuck in, and they got back on terms. That was fine for the first half. But when the second half opened up, straight away you could see it. They wasn't sure what to do, United. They knew that if they come out, they'd get caught out, and then there was just some bad mistakes. But the fight went out of United. The ideas to create, there was no creativity in the box and everything, and then the mistakes just piled it on, and they were bad mistakes.
Yeah, they had a goal ruled out for offside for João Pedro. I think it was. It was a kick on Delo, rightly ruled out. But then they go and get that second. What did you think about that second goal? You had Mazraoui at the back post, Mitoma sticking a leg out to score the goal. But should Onana be commanding his box a lot more than what he did?
First thing, Mazraoui, again, caught out. Ball watching again. That's how I see it. Other people might look at it differently, but he should have got goal side of him, and he should have known that there was a threat there. But to be honest with you, I look at Onana there, rooted to the line. He didn't even move across where the ball was going to. He just watched it coming. Some people might say he could have come out. There's a possibility he could have come out, but he was rooted to the line. But he didn't even move along the line to close the gap. When he came in at the back post, got behind Mazraoui, it was just an open goal. Very poor goalkeeping and very poor marking. And that was the second half right the way through.
Yes, it continued in the second half, down the wide areas for Brighton, getting in behind the wing-backs with Mitoma, Minte as well. And like you say, he didn't come out for that second goal, but Onana come out for that third goal. And I don't even know how to put that into words, but you try and do that for me.
Absolutely shocking. And there is a big question mark over Onana. The other night, he was making save after save. The pressure was on. But you come up here today and you look at his positioning for the goal, what I've just mentioned, and then you look at that schoolboy error. It was absolutely so slow. How he never got the ball, I just don't know. But this is supposed to be a world-class goalkeeper. Now, me personally, I've tried to back him. I've tried to say to people, look, we know there's doubts about this goalkeeper. Let's see how it goes at the end of the year. He has to improve, but I am telling you now, you cannot make mistakes like that. And there has been quite a few mistakes. I'm looking at it now and going, this goalkeeper, he cannot make another mistake throughout the season or he's out. It's as simple as that. You need a goalkeeper. You need your defence to be secure with a goalie. And when he comes out and gets the ball and drops it at the feet of an opposing player, under no pressure, let's get that right, under no pressure, there is something wrong. How we deal with it, how he turns it round, I haven't got a clue. But it's so poor and it's so deflating for the fans and everybody to watch a goalkeeper perform like that. It's not on. It's not the standards we expect.
No, totally embarrassing for me. It's like having bath towels for curtains. But what did you think of the two central midfielders in the second half? I thought they dropped off drastically, though, from the first half performance in Agati and Minu.
I don't think it was just them, but I get what you're saying. The midfield got dominated in the second half. It's as though the fight had run out with them. And it was the ideas. If you look at that first half, the midfield got stuck in. They were running round. They were all working together. And Xerxes was the benefit of it. Xerxes there, I thought he did an absolutely tremendous amount of work. Up front, running around, getting back, helping out. And that was down to the midfield. But in the second half, the midfield, it's as though like they come off at half time and then they was led in the boots. They just stopped. There wasn't that competitiveness. There wasn't that fight. But I think what it's down to, I think it was up there. They knew they were playing a good side. They were frightened to death of making mistakes and getting caught out. We was getting caught out regular. And I think the midfield just got overwhelmed and the fight was not there from this Manchester United side. That's 4 defeats in 5 home games. That's not acceptable. But listen, before the game, I said to myself and I said to other people, this is a good Brighton side. They're going to have to fight. Completely run out of ideas. And that's what it was in the second half. There was no fight. Nothing changed at all. And on top of that, all them mistakes, what was being made. I mean, I think they lost every personal battle in that second half. Yes, the first half, I liked it. 1-0 down, fought back against an excellent side because these are a good footballing side. But I think the belief, it was the belief as I look at it, went out of that team as, oh, this is a good side. I don't think we're going to score here. We can't win this game. Yeah. We've just got to hold on. And they were holding on and just getting caught out all over the pitch.
I didn't think the substitutions made any impact whatsoever as well. But do you think he's making too many changes though, Amorim, when you're looking at the back three in particular, where you want that stability there from the back? You know, today then putting Yoro from the right-hand side from Southampton on the left-hand side against Brighton, do you think that destabilises it at all? Or
no, I look at the starting 11 and you've got to accept that, okay? You've got to accept there's going to be a couple of changes. People need a rest or they need a change of tactics. And I thought in the first half, it looked okay. They were up for the fight. But the substitutions, what came on, didn't make a jot of any difference whatsoever. They never put any enthusiasm into the rest of the players. There was no battling, no nothing. But the whole game, all the substitutes, what came on, the game wasn't working together. There was no passages of play. I thought the only time I did say we need to get behind them, they will give you space at the back. And to be honest with you, there was only Harry Maguire pinging balls behind him, and Ahmad, Delo early on, he got behind him. So it was good, and I thought to myself, that's the way to do it. But they also knew that to do that to United. Yeah. But what they did it, got the ball behind our players, but had other players backing them up, and we didn't have that. Yeah. We gave the ball behind, and then players were isolated and there was no backup. But that is not something new. We have seen where players don't back each other up.
Yeah. Bruno Fernandes, though, today, captain, how do you think of his overall performance in helping the team out, creating chances and defensively as well?
First half, battled well, looked good, looked up for the fight, just like every other player looked up for it. But faded badly in that second half. I just don't think there was any patterns of play. He got moved about, obviously, when the subs got... So once he gets moved about, Bruno, that's the end of the game. That is the end of Bruno Fernandes. It does not work at all. Collier come on and all that. And there was no togetherness. It was just sad how they sort of like lost the fight. To me, the belief was... The belief was, we're not going to win this game. Well, we'll just try our best. And that's how it looked. And Brighton thoroughly deserved it. I didn't give a score before the game because I was not going to be surprised if United lost this game because they are a good side. And, you look at the Southampton game and you say to yourself, could they really improve on that? Yes, they improved on that in the first half. In the second half, absolute shambles, to be honest with you. The will to win just was not there. And this is Manchester United. So going forward, Ruben Amorim has got a really, really tough task to pick this team up for Thursday night because it's Glasgow Rangers. It's the Europa League. Yes, Rangers in the Scottish League. Really, we should turn them over, but people should be wary because what Onana did today saps the energy of the crowd and the team. And there was no fight. And that really is a worrying thing in that second half.
Yeah, I'm going to end it there. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that match in the comments section. And don't forget to leave a like on the video, as you know it's much appreciated. See you all soon. Thank you.